Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, we're going to be taking a look at 10 Grand Theft Auto Easter eggs in other video games and references in pop culture. So the GTA series and its footprint that is left on not only media and entertainment and video games stretches farther than just the GTA series. We see it referenced in a ton of other forms of media. We're going to be starting with video games today. So let's start with Tom Clancy's The Division. So this is sort of an open world. I don't know if post-apocalyptic is like the right word to describe this, but it's an open world game where you can interact with other players. The player can actually find a purple bowling ball with Cousin written on it. And this is a direct reference to GTA 4's Roman Bellic and his infamous, "Hey cousin, let's go bowling" quote. Now, I have looked for about 30 minutes for either footage or a photo of this, and I can't find it anywhere on the internet. So apparently this is a really rare Easter egg, as almost no one seems to have taken a photo or grabbed video evidence of this. But if you play The Division, you might run across a purple bowling ball with Cousin written on it. And that, of course, is an homage to Roman Bellic, which I think is really funny. Now, in another game called Driver with a 3 instead of an E, which is also a game in similar nature to GTA, there's actually a character named Timmy Vermicelli, which, if that sounds familiar, that's because it's a clear reference to Tommy Vercetti. So the character is an in-game joke and actually makes fun of Tommy not being able to swim. So the best part about it is they gave Timmy Vermicelli water wings, like those little inflatable things you see on little kids at the pool because they can't swim yet. That's the sort of thing they put on the fake Timmy Vermicelli in that game. So pretty funny. Even funnier the fact that, yeah, Tommy Vercetti can't swim in Vice City. So I thought that that was pretty funny. Now, The Simpsons apparently love Grand Theft Auto because they came out with a video game called The Simpsons Hit and Run, which has many similar features to Grand Theft Auto and serves as a parody of such. So obviously, Hit and Run and Grand Theft Auto are both vehicle-based crimes. The gameplay is very similar. It's both sandbox style with a focus on law-breaking and hijacking vehicles. The HUD is also really similar between the two games. Players complete story objectives via missions. Both games also have a tutorial sequence and an ending that spans over multiple areas of the game world, with the climax of their game ending at a power plant. Races are available in both, and the player is rewarded with money for each one. Killing enemies or NPCs provides the player with in-game currency, and there are secret vehicles and collectibles all throughout the open world. It's actually a pretty fun game, and I think that it's really cool, but it is a clear, we've been covering some ripoffs of GTA games. This one is definitely one of those where it's like the GTA style, just in the Simpsons world. Now, there's also a ton of references to Grand Theft Auto on television. Now, I'm not going to be able to show you all of them. I will have a link in the description if you want to check them out for yourself. However, the television show NCIS seems to love Grand Theft Auto. So I'll show you two examples of them mentioning GTA in their TV show. The first of which occurs when they're trying to look up information on someone, and the name in their database comes up as Niko Bellic. And one of the guys running the case is like, wait a minute, that's the main character from GTA 4. Take a listen to this right now.
She get a name?
Yeah, she said the child's name was Niko Bellic and his hometown was Newton, Iowa.
Say that again, Niko Bellic?
The thing about that is that
Niko Bellic is the name of the main character in Grand Theft Auto 4. What? I know things.
So that guy obviously knows his Grand Theft Auto, as he was able to identify that pretty quickly. And then in another episode of NCIS, Grand Theft Auto 3 and the Kuruma are referenced by Agent McGee, where the car, he states, is a Chrysler Sebring and is called a Kuruma as the getaway vehicle in the episode. And obviously, it's a pretty funny remark, and they all say that this guy saved the day.
Boy saw a car leaving the scene that looked like a Kuruma. I'm not familiar with the model.
Kuruma is Japanese for car.
Your description of the car is car. Nice work, Officer Dovey.
Kuruma is the name of a car in Grand Theft Auto 3. It's a Chrysler Sebring sedan.
McGeek with the save.
There's also a reference to it in the very popular TV show Scrubs, which I'll let you guys look at right now.
All right, people, listen up. I need to beat this video game before Kim delivers JD's bastard child. It takes 2 people to do it, so I can't do it by myself. Who's with me?
I would, Turkleton, but I only play Pac-Man in that carjack game. There's nothing.
And
like
then getting back to
caddy
The
and going down
Simpsons,
street.
there's a bunch of references to GTA in The Simpsons. So in Season 18, Episode 14, Bart plays a game called Death Kill City 2, Death Kill Stories. Now, Bart refers to the games as DKC to DKS, And that's a reference to how GTA games are abbreviated, and the stories part of the title may be a reference to either Liberty City Stories or Vice City Stories, and the box art features the priced down font that's been used on all the GTA covers since GTA 3. Now, once again, in the Simpsons game, it actually contains a level called Grand Theft Scratchy, and Grand Theft Scratchy can also be seen at E4, which is a parody of E3. And the box art for the game is very, very similar as well, so you can tell right there that it is a clear reference. Also, staying with The Simpsons, however, this time we're moving to The Simpsons movie, which you might have seen. There's actually an Easter egg in that game where Homer plays an arcade game called Grand Theft Walrus, which I'm not exactly sure how that would work, but that's obviously a parody of Grand Theft Auto as well. Now, I think that this one is hysterical. In an episode of Family Guy where Peter crashes his car, Lois makes him play Grand Theft Auto for 8 hours, which leads to this pretty interesting scene right here. I'll let you guys take a listen to it.
All right, you know what? This is not working. If you're gonna learn to drive, you're gonna have to practice first. Here, play Grand Theft Auto for 8 hours, and then we'll give it another try.
So I know that's horrible, but that is such an accurate representation of what happens in GTA. There's also a bunch of television references in South Park and probably a bunch of other shows you watch, like 2.5 Men. Also, The Big Bang Theory has references to Grand Theft Auto. Once again, in the description, I'll leave a link to the article I'm using. So if you want to check out all of them for yourself, you can. It's actually really funny. Now, in addition to that, there's also some other references in films and movies. In the 2008 parody film of the movie 300, which is called Meet the Spartans, they actually have some of the Spartans playing a fighting game, which is called Grand Theft Auto Hot Gates. Again, a total parody right there. In the 2010 movie The Other Guys, Will Ferrell is asked by Mark Wahlberg how he managed to dodge some of the bad guys so well in his Toyota Prius, and he responds with Grand Theft Auto. I'll let you guys take a listen to that right now.
Where'd you learn to drive like that? Grand Theft Auto!
So probably the coolest reference comes in another form of media, and that is music. So the cover design of I Ran the Best Of, which is an album of re-recordings by the British band A Flock of Seagulls, is an homage to Grand Theft Auto's Vice City's artwork. And you might know the song I Ran So Far Away by the band was featured on Wave 103 in the game's soundtrack. That is a awesome album artwork. I'm not gonna lie, that is so cool. So I love the sort of GTA styling right there. And obviously Rockstar didn't have a problem with it because they used their song in a game, and it's kind of a win-win situation. So I think that that is pretty awesome. And that right there is 10 Easter eggs of Grand Theft Auto that you might not have known about in other video games, TV shows, and movies. I think it's pretty awesome that GTA has expanded in so far into other forms of media and that it's showing up in movies and TV shows and other video games. Let me know which Easter egg you thought was the best or the funniest in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you guys down there. If you did go on to enjoy this video though, a like rating would of course be awesome. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. Without the way, guys, like I said, thanks so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.